day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. That's right. I hope you're all high stepping into Monday for your start of your week. I know I am, for sure. Dipping some stokers and easing into my day. So, cheers, everybody. I'm down to the last of my 2 tubs of Stokers. I had 2 tubs of Stokers, plus a whole bunch of other dip. And now I'm all out. Now I got like 1 can left of peppermint. And I blew through that wintergreen so hard. I've kind of, my tastes have kind of changed a bit. And I'm not so drawn to, when it comes to Stoker's Land, like I'm not so drawn to the peppermint as much as I am to the wintergreen these days. So luckily it's available at the reservation, and I can pick it up for on the cheap. So, but yeah, talking about dip all the time. Yeah, but it is kind of a dip channel, in a way. It's a lot of things. I want to thank my new subscribers. I don't know, something's going on. I've been just getting subscribers on the steady, just drip by drip, but on the regular for, I don't know, a month now, it seems. So, and I don't know what's drawing the people to come see my show. I don't know if it's from the shout-outs from my wonderful friends accumulating up over time and people watching the videos. And or I don't know if it's like somebody sees one of my videos and likes it. Who knows? But I am grateful for your subscriptions. It all helps. A small-time potato digger on YouTube like me. So, yeah, but no sales pitch right now. I got a couple comments. I haven't, Edward, I'm sorry, I'm just waking up. I haven't fully read them. You left me quite a long one. And don't get me wrong, I love your long comments. But I haven't really, I just kind of skimmed it over. But it begins by saying, how do I find so much time in my day, or something like that. Like you said, like, do you have more than 24 hours a day where you live, to get all the art stuff I do crammed into the day, and I don't know, like I would know, we definitely don't, and that's what I know, like that's all I know is rock out, like when opportunities come up, you gotta grab them and rock out, whether if it's a good opportunity, so yeah, I don't know, I guess it's kind of, to me, it's like the way of my town, or like the way of the group of people I grew up with here in the 90s, in my 20s. That's all we knew. We were all doing 5 shows at a time, like theater shows. We were all playing music on the side. And on top of all that, we were holding down full-time jobs, or at least part-time jobs. it's just, I don't know how, it's just something in the air here. It's been pretty steady for, other than a 2 year hiatus I took in 2014, 2016. Uh, that's all I've known is to rock out. So try your best at everything you can try to do, you know. Because you never know until you try. You know, someone may come up to you and say, hey, do you want to do this thing? I know it's something that you don't normally do at all, but do you want to try it? Like, why say no? You know, like, what are you afraid of? You just gotta, go do it. If you can't do it, you'll learn something from it, and if you can, then it'll be an amazing experience. So yeah, that's my words of motivation for this morning. Go out and rock out. You know, don't don't let your things like pride and ego and insecurity block your path to attaining ultimate heaviosity. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I had a fucking crazy long day yesterday. Um, I never want to preface this with I had to. I I got to go visit my children yesterday for a few hours, so that was wonderful. Every second of it. Um, you know, I usually get to see my kids one day a week for a couple hours visit. So that's how it's going right now. Anyhow, so um, but yeah, so after that I had to come home, and I got home like around, I don't know, 4:30, and then I had to like get my shit together to go to band practice. But not it wasn't just a one band practice. It was a band practice first for Radio Silence with me and Glenn, and second for our unnamed band with Miles and Brandon. I really wish we could slap a name on that so I could refer to it as something. But yeah, both rehearsals went really well. I was so tired at the end of near the end of it. I was starting to fall asleep. I think Glenn was getting pretty a little tired. We were both pretty. We'd been playing a long time at that point, and smoking a lot of Canadian cigarettes. So which always sounds and feels good in the moment. But after you smoke about 5 or 6 Canadian cigarettes, and the first hour is pure magic of jamming. Um, it kind of turns into a melting into your chair and really just wanting to eat a donut or something like that. you know. But it's all good. It's all part of the ritual, the rock and roll, the rock and roll ritual on Hunter Street. So, not that I ever endorse, you know, experimenting with Canadian cigarettes if it's A, illegal, or B, if you, I'm not trying to advocate anything here, is what I'm saying. This video is for mature content viewers only. Uh, I always mark my videos as not suitable for children, whether they are suitable for children or not. I don't want the kids watching my stuff. Um, I'm fucking rambling all the time. That's one thing that I gotta say to my new subscribers is I ramble a fucking lot. So I hope you enjoy extended story times with Dirty Pat Walsh, because it's gonna happen. But yeah, we had this. we had this rehearsal, and it was really cool. We're really like we've got a bunch of songs down. This is looking forward to playing a gig. We've got a bunch. Like we could technically go play like an open stage or something like that. We got like a handful of songs that we do that we've learned, but then we have another handful of songs that we've kind of halfway got. Like we can play them, but Glenn needs the lyric sheet in front of him, or he knows like half the lyrics. It's all about lyrics. It's all about remembering lyrics, right? And then we have a bunch of songs we want to do, and we know we can do. It's just a matter of getting to them. So, but the important developments on Radio Silence last night was, because we try to approach '80s music with using rootsy instruments, like guitar and harmonica. That's basically the point of it. Playing '80s industrial punk rock, post punk hits, using folk music instruments, But Glenn got this pedal, man, last night, or he brought it last night. He just got it, and it's like a vocal harmonizer thing, and holy fuck, is it cool! You can double your voice, you can pitch shift your voice, you can do all kinds of shit with it, and it's not auto-tuney sounding, but it's got a certain. It doesn't quite sound like a state of the art. It seems like it's like a few years old, but it lends such a fucking amazing kind of '80s vibe to the songs. Like it's kind of like cramming a little bit of the '80s. The context of the songs that we're trying to learn, trying to play. It's kind of like embellishing on the '80s element of that. So I hope that makes sense. But it sounded amazing. Glenn recorded everything, I think, on for SoundCloud or something, but I'm not sure. But he also brought one thing I've been yearning for. I use this beautiful crate amplifier. It's like a double, like a double 10-inch kind of, nice big crate amplifier. It sounds beautiful. Has reverb for miles on it, which is my favorite thing to have on harmonica if I'm gonna have an effect. Yeah, it's like got reverb. I know if I have enough reverb when I stamp the floor and the whole floor quakes from the reverb tank, so it's pretty fucking cool. But when it comes to our band, and if Glenn's going to be using this pedal for Radio Silence, this is also helpful there. Sometimes I kind of wish I had a couple more effects that I don't normally use just for the band purposes. Like I wish I had a bit of distortion. I wish I had a bit of delay. Delay. Yeah, distortion and delay is really what I want. So Glenn brought this thing called it's called a B1 on Zoom multi-effects pedal. So apparently I can do all kinds of shit with this. I'm just borrowing it for a couple of days to wrap my head around it, but it gave me the exact sound I was hoping for last night, like a little bit of distortion, nothing over the top, and a little bit of delay, same thing, just enough, and made a world of difference in what I was doing. So yeah, I got a dip in right now, so I'm obviously not going to set this up and start honking on it right now. But I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that soon, ladies and gentlemen. Checking out the Zoom pedal. I remember when those Zoom pedals first came on the market, man, and like the gearheads were flipping around here, you know. My old friend Ian, he was just like when they came out, you know. And a Zoom pedal played a big part of the sound of the Diplomats. So if you ever care to check out my Diplomats playlist, and you can hear the music video we made, you can see a whole bunch of us live, stuff like that. It's a band I miss greatly, the Diplomats. But yeah. Yeah, the Diplomats was like a power rock trio, and I was the singer and guitar player for it. It was fucking awesome. We sounded like AC/DC meets the Stooges, you know. Kawasai. He has a full review of both my first solo album and the Diplomats' first album, all up on his channel. I sent him a copy of both, and he reviewed them for me, and the reviews are spectacular. I hope I can keep them always, you know. But anyhow, thanks for tuning in to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel here on YouTube. I'm trying to switch things up a bit. I've got a couple new editing things, like I got a new outro rather than just a test pattern. Sometimes they'll have the test pattern too. I love those test patterns. I just like it. And yeah, I just got a whole bunch of new shit that I'm trying to figure out. I got a lot of things right now, little things that I'm trying to figure out to embellish the creative output I have right now. I think this all started with me commenting on a comment Edward. Did I say Melvin Mandela earlier? I meant Ed Morton. I'm so sorry, Edward Morton. I don't know if I did that. I'll have to review the video. But anyhow, yeah, it all started from a Edward Morton comment asking me where I got the 28 hours a day that I get to work on art. You know, now I'm older now, and you know, my days of being young and sexy on the Hunter Street rock and roll scene are kind of gone, you know. But I can still play, you know. So yeah, it's funny making music, knowing that you're I almost made it, man. And those days are gone by now. It's all the context of everything has shifted. But now I'm getting really in-depth thoughts, and they don't make any sense to you, so I'm going to call it a day. But I'll be back later, ladies and gentlemen, with some Zoom pedal probably. And I do have a tobacco review still yet to do. I haven't been in the mood for pouches the last few days. I've been dipping a lot of snooze pouches as of late. But I got some Timberwolf Peach pouches that I'm gonna review. I'm working on a can of Timberwolf Peach right now too. I don't want to open the pouches up when I have the long cut going, because one of them's gonna go bad. So you know what I mean. All right, be well, everybody. Have a wonderful Monday. Hope your week starts great. And I'll see you later on the Dirty Pat Walsh channel here in the meth end of town of Peterborough, Ontario. That's what you know. That's what you know.